Hey YouTube, it's been a hot second, hasn't it? Well, I'm doing this video today just to kind of update you guys on what gear I got, like marker wise. It has been a hot minute. Just life has been happening. I still play paintball, not as much. I'm trying to get back into it more. But you know, life happens with kids and wife in the house and work. But I'm kind of getting back into it. Kind of why I wanted to do the video. Kind of go over like some of the markers. I actually purchased a new marker, new to me, Bob Long gun, because I'm a fan of Bob Long. So I just kind of wanted to cover over my electrodes that I have, Bob Long wise. So let's go. I still have all the guns I've had before besides the JT Impulse. I sold that. It's not a Bob Long gun, but the market was right, and I felt right selling it, especially since it was really hard to find spare parts for it. It shot great, but I sold that, and this is what I got with it. So, kind of going back to the past, I still have my Mark, my wrapper. This thing is in a great shape. Completely, pretty much flawless. It just doesn't have the Bob Long badges on the body or the front, or it never came with them, the feed neck. The Vice it did, but yeah, this is just pretty much a flawless marker. Hard, you can't even see down in there, but there's not even breech wear. But I still have this. I actually took this out to the field the other day, and it rips. Shoots great. Another one back from the past is my Vice. This thing is a workhorse. It's a player's gun. I mean, it's not in bad shape by any means, but it's got a few scratches on it. Definitely some breech wear. This one's pretty much a fully up Vice. It has the Virtue board, 4CIs, low pressure poppet, 0-ping RAM, deuce trigger. Get it where you guys can see that. Shoots great, super fast, super reliable. Never had any issues with it. This is a great gun. And then I kind of wanted to show you guys my newest purchase, which I'll just kind of show it off right now, and I don't know, maybe I'll just kind of talk about it. But I have a Bob Long Insight. I just picked this off of eBay. I played a couple of games with it so far. Saturday, Sunday I played with it. And it's got a splash anodizing. It's gorgeous. It's in pretty good shape. It has a little bit of breech wear and some markings and stuff off the regulator to be expected. But yeah, these guns are actually somewhat unique for the simple fact that they can be finicky. Nice OLED screen there. And it's Bob Long's first spool valve gun, from my understanding. So they're a little finicky. It's my first spool valve gun that I've had with Bob Long. So I like it so far. Shoots really smooth. Super convenient with like the bolt out the back. I know this is nothing new, no new technology here, but essentially push the button, pull out. This is my first macro line, no macro line marker I've ever owned. So it's just a stock board, or not stock bolt, my bad. It has updated O-rings and everything like that. Not sure how I feel about the colored O-rings. It shoots fine right now, but probably gonna have to change that in a later date. It's fine. Got some monkey poo for it because that was highly recommended. Very soft shot quality. Haven't had any issues. And I didn't have any issues with lube either. I mean, I just used a monkey poo, and I was out there all day shooting. I shot about a case. Didn't have any issues with it. I know a lot more people shoot more, but yeah, essentially this is it right now. Maybe I'll go over my board settings or something like that. I know some people are particular about that. I haven't used enough to really voice my opinion, I feel like, on it, but this is it. So doesn't have the 4CIs. It's pretty basic other than the ano. Nothing's really done to it. I don't see the purpose of getting the 4CIs. I doubt I'll change the bolt out unless it's really needed down the road to change to the hindsight one. I just I don't know if I could justify that price tag for that, or even the Reflex one bolted that I've heard mixed reviews on if that's really needed or not. But I'm sure it's going to need a lot of lube and stuff like that. That's what I keep hearing about these, that they need a ton of lube and maintenance, which is okay. I mean, I like quirky guns, but it's a very soft shooter gun. And it's really light. It's lighter than the other two markers I have, believe it or not. And the trigger is like my Vice. I love this trigger. It's easy to get on. Love the bolt out the back designs with the button right there. Just push that down and pull it out, just like I showed a couple of times just playing with it. Though can't push the button down when it's aired up for good reason. But yeah, it's got the cam drive ASA on it. Then it's got the two-piece barrel. This is a 691, which is the same size as the Mark's back, which I feel like it's a little dated. I would love to actually get this Freak board so I could put inserts in it. I was on eBay looking for like some purple, like a 685, because I feel like that's about what my paint is around here, 685. But I didn't see any, so I really like the scheme it has going on, so I'd like to keep it. But yeah, not too much with it. I haven't ran into problems, knock on wood, with it yet. But yeah, once I kind of know more about it and I used it a little bit more, I'll probably do a review on it. I guess I'll go over my board settings real quick with you guys. This is the Frenzy 5.21, so it's fully updated, I think. Let's see here. So I got my D-bounce at 2 milliseconds, mechanical bounce at 5, trigger filter at 6, dwell at 12. Now, this was at 10 before when I got it from the guy, and I used it a couple of points with it at 10. It shot fine. It felt more poppet-like than spool valve. And when I turned it to 12, some people recommended turning it to 12 on PB forums, way back in the days. It shot a lot smoother. And I'm not saying this is the most smooth gun, but it's definitely pretty smooth in my opinion, because I love poppet guns. But this gun's pretty smooth in my opinion, especially at 12 dwell. Yeah, you're gonna eat a little bit more air, but I mean, air is free at most good places. Plus, the efficiency on this gun is pretty good. I only had to fill up like once, so for spool valve gun, I feel like that's pretty decent. That was my air fryer. My bolt delay is at 20 milliseconds. Yeah, 20 milliseconds on the bolt delay. And my BD delay is 8 milliseconds. So I haven't had any problems with that so far. I have it, at 10.5, ramping in Excel. So we'll see how it goes. But I would like to start making some content again. I'd love to get a GoPro and just go out there and play, but I don't know if I could even find the time. But I pretty much have all the same markers. I have my Trilogy pump gun that I built. I actually took that out there with me the other day, and I have a old WPG autococker that was converted into a pump also. So I still have my Shocker Sport, my shoebox Shocker 4x4. I still have that thing. I would like to take that back out to the field. Again, like I said, the only one I don't have anymore is my JT Impulse, which that marker was it was a great gun. Shot great. My only concern was I was scared to use it every time because there's no parts. I found one guy that did 3D printing for the detents, so I did have a bunch of detents, but I ran into a problem one time with it where the solenoid just took a shit. It don't know why, it just took a shit. And I was lucky enough, this happened, quite a while ago, like 2020. And I was able to get a hold of GOG, thank God, and they were able to replace the solenoid for me. It was pretty cheap, but I doubt that's the case anymore. They're great shooting guns, but the issue is there's just no parts for them. So and they were going for real, like almost, $350, $400. I believe I sold mine for like $400, so I really couldn't say no, and I took that money and essentially bought this. I got this one for a decent deal. I think it was a little under $500 after shipping. So, and I'm pretty pleased with it so far. I know a lot of people don't like them because they're finicky, but I like finicky. I'm a Subaru guy. I have a WRX, so clearly I like things that break. But hopefully this doesn't break. It shot great the 2 days I played with it. I had to lube it at the end of the Saturday into Sunday, but other than that, I mean, I really didn't have to do anything else to it. And it's a gorgeous milling pattern. Well, it's got some gorgeous milling on it if you know anything about the Insight. And splash ano, I really like that. I think that's pretty cool looking. So, but yeah, and yeah, essentially it's got the cool jewel on it there. Kind of matches anodizing. But yeah, it's a pretty decent marker so far. It's very fast. Played uncast semi just to kind of chrono with it, and I was getting like easily 23 BPS per second. I was using my die rotor to get that. I've heard they're quick, so I kind of tested it period. That was me with uncapped semi. I'm pretty quick with semi-auto. Back in the day when it was like 15 balls per second, then it went to 12.5. That was for ramping, but MPPL for you OG guys, if you remember those days. So, but yeah, that's kind of update about what's going on right now. Nothing much really. I mean, I play when I can. I have always played when I can. It just hasn't been as frequent. But hopefully that's going to change a little bit now. So hoping for that. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. I want to use this a little bit longer. Maybe I'll do a review on it. I mean, there's already a million reviews out there, so why would mine be any different? But maybe we can do some content with it. Thanks, guys.